Genesis chapter 22. Some time later, God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham, and he answered, Here I am. Then God said, Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I shall point out to you. Abraham rose early next morning and saddled his donkey and took with him 2 of his young men and his son Isaac. He chopped wood for the burnt offering and set out for the place to which God had directed him. On the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance, and he said to the young men, Stay here with the donkey. The boy and I will go over there to worship, and then we will come back to you. Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac his son. He carried in his hand the fire and the knife. As the 2 of them went on together, Isaac spoke to his father Abraham, Father! And Abraham replied, Yes, my son. Isaac said, The fire and the wood are here, but where is the lamb for the sacrifice? Abraham replied, God himself will provide the lamb for the sacrifice, my son. They went on, the 2 of them together, until they came to the place to which God had directed them. When Abraham had built the altar and set the wood on it, he bound his son Isaac and laid him on the wood placed on the altar. He then stretched out his hand to seize the knife and slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven, Abraham, Abraham! And he said, Here I am. Do not lay your hand on the boy, the angel said. Do not harm him, for now I know that you fear God, and you have not held back from me your only son. Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught by its horns in a bush. He took the ram and offered it as a burnt offering in place of his son. Abraham named the place, The Lord will provide. And the saying has lasted to this day, On the mountain the Lord will provide. And the angel of the Lord called Abraham from heaven a second time. By myself I have sworn, it is the Lord who speaks. Because you have done this and not held back your son, your only son, more and more I will bless you, and more I will increase your posterity and make them as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the lands of their enemies. All the nations of the earth will be blessed through your descendants, because you have obeyed me. So Abraham returned to his servants, and they set off together for Beersheba, and it was there that Abraham settled down. Some time after this, Abraham was told that Milcah too had borne children to Nahor, Abraham's brother, Uz the firstborn, Buz his brother, Kemuel the father of Aram, Chesed, Hazor, Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethuel. Bethuel became the father of Rebekah. These 8 children Milcah bore to Nahor, Abraham's brother. He also had a concubine named Reumah, who gave birth to Tebah, Gaham, Tahash, and Maacah.